What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the Twisted Wanderer podcast. I'm your host, Jack, and welcome to season 2, episode 2. For this episode, I just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys. No guests, just me. Kind of giving you guys like a life update and just what's been going on since I last sat down and spoke with you guys, which I think was a month ago before I went to Puerto Rico. So before all the holidays and everything. So now that it's a month after the holidays, um, I just think it would be good to sit down and catch up, especially because my last video, like the last podcast, I had some audio issues and I wasn't able to edit them. I'm learning how to edit. So thanks to everyone for being patient as I'm learning as I go, just because if you want to do something so much, like it doesn't have to be perfect. You just, as my brother was telling me, he's like, it gets better as you go. Your first video and your first podcast will be way different than your 100th. So I'm just keeping that in mind and giving myself grace. But yeah, so the setup's different too. I usually sit on the couch and just hang out with the pupper. He is still here. He's just laying down next to me. He's in his bed. And I am at my desk, which is now my desk. I work from home now, so it's really exciting. I started last week, and um, I'm just so excited about that. That's like a huge, huge. I guess we could just go into that. So, life update there. I got a new job. I finally started working from home, so I'm officially a remote worker, which is so cool. It has been the most crazy shit to get used to. I know it's like so different from being like I've been a EMT, I've been a patient like transporter coordinator in the hospital and just like always so hands-on. So I'm still in the medical field, but um it's very different on the remote end. And I guess if I could explain my job, I'm pretty much a recruiter where I try to recruit. Some days I'm recruiting, other days, I guess really I am a donor engagement specialist. So I help people who want to donate their stem cells and bone marrow and join our registry and all that. I help them understand the whole process of what it is to be a donor and um, I take like medical histories and stuff like that. Still so new, but I'm just really loving it. It's really just all about finding donors to help save lives of the patients that we have. So it's really, really cool. It's really, really rewarding. And I've just been in training for the last, I don't know how many days. Today's Wednesday. I started last Monday. So I've been in training for the last 7 days. So I've been doing this for 1 week. I have work in about 2 hours. So I figured, hey, why not? Yeah, my computers are like turn it. But yeah, it's just been crazy to work completely from home. So yesterday I was in meetings back to back and I didn't know that your brain could like feel so mushy from all the information and all the meetings and meeting everyone on my new team. There's like 31 of us in this higher training class for the company. So, and I'm not mentioning the company because I just don't know if I can yet. I'm really new to it. Don't want to say anything on here and then whatever. So, but yeah, it's really exciting. I'm very excited to just be helping people. So, and it's way easier on my back. Besides sitting all day, I definitely don't know how people scoliosis have jobs where they sit all day because I am in agony. But I'm trying to find a standing desk or a cute little thing that can like roll around but like make my laptop higher so my other two screens can just stay. But I definitely need something. So if anyone listening has a recommendation for a good stand-up adjustable desk or just a rolly adjustable thing that your laptop can go on, send that my way. Thanks. But yeah, moving on. This month I started dry January on January 2nd, and I did good, guys. It is the last day of January, and this has been quite a journey. If you don't know, I like to drink. I like to have my wine during the week. I like to have beer. I like the taste of it, all that shit. And this was the first time I've ever taken dry January seriously. I think just because I genuinely think my body's just over alcohol to a certain extent. Not saying I'm never gonna have a drink again. Like, I'll probably have a glass of wine tonight. It's the last day. Sorry, but and it's Wine Down Wednesday. But what's really changed for me is how I look at alcohol. My relationship with alcohol has completely changed since actually gaining the willpower to avoid the drink. You know, it's been how many days? Oh, I already erased that. That's February already. But I guess if I started on the 2nd and today is the 30th, it's been 29 days because someone who would have started on the 1st would have 30 days. So yeah, 29 days with no booze. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. I'm really proud of myself. And I'm even proud of myself because I know this is my dry January journey. So don't get mad at me over there, okay? If you did like hardcore, good for you. But I did. I did have a barbecue on this Saturday and I had a beer, but after I had it, I was like, why do I think I need it at a barbecue? So, and that's okay. I'm not upset with myself for having a drink during dry January, especially like a beer. Like, that's okay. What's really important and the biggest takeaway for me is that my relationships change. Now I can feel comfortable during the work week and not want that glass of wine on Tuesday at night after, because I'm focusing on going to the gym more. So I feel like my priorities are aligned with the reason of dry January. And now that I know I can go like 20 something days without booze, like, which to me I felt like was impossible at the beginning of this because of how much of a crutch drinking was for me whenever I would feel stressed or like wanting to wind down after a really hard day. But now that I've been, I don't know, now that I've just been in my feelings, I guess I've been having to just deal with how I feel in that moment and think about it instead of just like uncorking a bottle of wine. And that to me is important. Like, it wasn't about, oh, don't have anything to drink. You can't have one sip of alcohol to the end of January. It wasn't about that. It was more about building that willpower, building that trust with myself, and making me in charge of when I drink alcohol, making me in charge of, okay, I have this craving, but I know I have the gym in the morning. So you know what? Let me push this craving down. The next day is my rest day. I'll have a glass or two at night tomorrow and not today because I want to go. Or maybe I won't end up having those 2 glasses, right? Because maybe I don't want to drink after I feel really great from a workout. And that's fucking great too. It's just really, to me, it was about being in control. And I feel like I fucking got that down. I feel really proud of myself. There were really hard days. I was cooking sauce in the fucking kitchen and my husband's like drinking wine and I'm just like having my non-alcoholic beers and like having pasta without wine and just, it was rough. It was emotional because I realized how much I do drink. It was emotional because I realized how much drinking got in the fucking way of so many fucking things. It was emotional because I don't know, I think self-growth in general is emotional. And if you're sorry, I'm pausing. If you're not looking at the video, I'm currently pressing down my French press because I need coffee desperately. Thank you. So that was my biggest takeaway for dry January. So if you did dry January, you attempted to do it and you feel like you didn't do a good job, I feel like reflect back, find some positives about the experience that you went through because I think effort is the most important thing. And as long as we have that, we can only go up. So that's my widow spiel on dry January. I'm happy it's over because it won't feel as much pressure. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's just a lifestyle change now. I'm making it a lifestyle change. So I took dry January, got the building blocks of my foundation. Now I'm going to implement everything I've learned into the oncoming months, into the summer months, like when like when I feel like drinking is just fucking an everyday thing for society. So I feel prepped and ready. um besides dry January, let's take it back to Puerto Rico, people. Puerto Rico was absolutely amazing. I can't. I feel like my husband and I are just in such a good spot. We've really just connected on a whole nother level since Puerto Rico, and it's just been really beautiful. And for all my married peeps out there, I just never knew how rewarding marriage could be. And I was really anti-marriage before I met my husband. I eventually proposed to him. So, joke's on me. But it's just been really beautiful. Puerto Rico was amazing to be with his family and his daughter for such a good amount of time. You know, he goes quite often, but I usually only go in December, and we want to make that more as I just got my new job, so I'll be making better income. And I don't know, we were there for so long and we were just thinking like, okay, we could see this, like, maybe one day we can buy a house in Puerto Rico, but and move there. But it's like a whole nother. But yeah, anywho, it was really cool to see Puerto Rico in the festivities. Like the decorations in Ponce downtown was so beautiful. We saw men dressed as like the Three Kings, and it was really, really cool. Um, I am I'm not Catholic, and Christmas isn't like I wouldn't consider it like my holiday, but it's a traditional holiday for me now, and I think it's really nice that I'm able to like celebrate it and be excited about it again because if you know me, Christmas is my least favorite holiday, but I think I'm just changing. I said last year, like when I turned 32, that I wanted to be a completely different person by 33. And not in the sense where I was unrecognizable, but in the sense where I just was more proud to be myself and just like at 32, I don't know how to explain this. I guess I saw the things that were wrong, right? Like this whole dry January, I'm not shocked that it happened because last year on my birthday, my 32nd birthday in April, I thought to myself, I'm like, I drink a lot and I want to change. I want to have different habits and new goals by 33. And it's fucking crazy when you say that shit out loud. And now, like, you're like, wow, like everything I did in my 32nd year is really leading up to everything I've been doing in the last, I would say, like, I started this platform at the end of September, beginning of October. I started the gym at the end of November. It's crazy to me that just 4 or 5 months can completely fucking change your life. So if anyone's out there and they're listening and you're struggling with who you see in the mirror and what you're going through, just come up with little plans, little things each day to, or just think about who you want to be by your birthday. Because I think a lot of us put so much stress on like New Year's Eve and shit, but like my New Year's is my birthdays from now on. Like I started that for 32 to 33 I'll be this year, and I'm definitely going to continue it for the rest of my life because I feel like it's so much more personal. I feel like it drives better results because I don't know, it's a connection between you and how many walks around this fucking, well, I can't walk around this. You know what I mean? How long we're here, like your walk of life, like it's your date of birth. It's your new year for you. It is your special day, special year to get shit done. So I would just think about that a little bit. But I digress from what I was talking about Christmas and shit. But I grew up, what I would say, I grew up like Catholic and like whatever, Roman Catholic, like Christmas, Jesus, all that. But I no longer, that is not my religion, that's not my beliefs. But I just have appreciation now for what I grew up with instead of having resentment. Because I'm not going into my beliefs and what I believe in. That's just not why I'm saying this. I'm just saying it's really nice to be able to appreciate the holidays again in that aspect. Like just feeling the Christmas spirit and like it just feels good to celebrate and not be like so bah humbug, because that's like usually me. I still hate Christmas music. That's never gonna change. That's like the worst fucking music in the world. You can't fucking convince me. Yeah, sorry. You just can't. There's like 1 or 2 or 3 movies I like. Yeah. But anyway, I digress. That's my little spiel on that. And then I guess the next thing I want to hop into, guys, is it's the gym. And I kind of want to just take a moment to talk about how I've been feeling, I guess, about the gym and going to the gym. And I feel like some days it's just so much easier to go as like a noob. I think I've said in this podcast or in my videos, like I have, I think I just hit my 10th day of like going by myself, like ever. Because everything I've said before that has been with trainer, friends, whatever. But yeah, and I don't know. I like when I go there. It's just, I don't know. I'm so self-conscious. I get so nervous. I get anxiety. Like there's sections of the gym I'm not comfortable with yet. And I don't know. And then now I've learned like my scoliosis exercises, right? So and like I like to do my scoliosis alignment before you get into your lift movement or whatever movement you're doing. And I don't know, I guess I just feel self-conscious like about being crooked sometimes. And I haven't felt that way in so long, but it's actually prevented me going to the gym this week. um so instead of like sulking around this morning and like just being full of anxious and like fighting with myself to go to the gym, I was like, you know what? If you can't make it to the gym today, make a podcast. Talk about it, because maybe there's someone else out there who feels the same way and needs to just know they are not alone with being just self-conscious in the gym. And um, it just all relates back to just, we all go through our own shit, and this is me just telling you my shit. um, but other than that, I am really excited for fitness in general. I feel like when I first started the Twisted Wanderer, I wanted it to focus on like travel and scoliosis, but as like, I don't know, as I've been sorry guys. I'm like hello, I can't think of my words. I'm gonna pour my coffee. As I've been connecting, that's the word. As I've been connecting with other women and dudes from like the scoliosis community, it's just like fitness is such a big part of scoliosis, and I feel really, really motivated and driven to really make it more about fitness. And so that is something I'm going to be working on. I've been saying it for a while, but it is very hard for me to execute the ideas that I have in my head, right? So, like I said, my brother is going to be helping me and educating me on like how to edit and just make videos. That way I can focus more on the fitness part of this because there's so many things I've been learning from so many people and so many resources I want to share. And I feel like they got cut off in my last video, so I just kind of want to go through them again. And so I'm going to start off with Strength and Spine. Dr. Beth, she was on the podcast in season 1. So listen to that episode. It's a really great episode, very educational, informal, and just great conversation. So definitely go listen to it. And yeah, so shout out Dr. Beth. She is a personal trainer with scoliosis. She just fucking competed in oh my goodness, I don't want to mess it up, and my phone is right there. So I don't want to, but whatever. She competes. She's amazing. She weightlifts. She really is breaking the myths about scoliosis and not how weightlifting isn't good for you, because it's complete bullshit. It is good for you. It just needs to be for you and for your curve. And Dr. Beth has courses, webinars, and so much information, so much free information, as well as webinars that you can buy at a price. But definitely go check out Strength and Spine. Dr. Beth, awesome. You need to check her out. I have learned a lot about my curve from her. And yeah, sorry, quick coffee sip break. Oh my God, so good. I asked my husband's, oh my God, my husband's like practically stepdad. I asked him what the coffee was in Puerto Rico that we were drinking because it's just so delicious. And he gave it to me, and now I finally have it. I'm just excited. Yay. So next up for scoliosis resources is ThefeelGoodSpine, and that is Claudia. She actually just dropped Scully props, which is really, really cool. I made a video unboxing those if you want to go check that out on this YouTube channel as well. I think I have one like sitting behind me actually. Just broke my skull. Not my skull, but this guy. Now he's broken. Now the white and the black one are broken. So they're together forever. But all of that trouble to grab this. So this is one of the Scully props that comes in the Scully prop kit. And it's fun. I'm excited. I need to learn how to use these. But yeah, exciting stuff. So then what else? We have who else? I just wanted to say Dr. Bad, StrengthandSpine, the Feel Good Spine. Oh my goodness. You know what? If I can't think of it right now, but I am going to link, and I promise I'll actually do this one. This will be the first time I actually link something. I need to go back and add all the links I was going to say to my other videos, but now that I'm learning how to add them, yay, I can add them. So I'm going to link all the scoliosis resources that have really benefited me and my journey down under this video. And I guess also let's just go into what I want for season 2, what this podcast is going to be more about. So really it's going to be about scoliosis, my personal life a little bit, and we're going to throw in some guests. Guests can range anywhere from people in the scoliosis community, family members, friends, people who have also gone through major surgeries, and just like relatable, deep, nice conversation podcast and some fun sometimes. I think I do want to add a segment called like Myth or Truth and talk about scoliosis myths and why they're false. And I really liked that one episode, but I think I might just make it a segment for when my guests are on and when I'm just talking to you guys. So yeah, other than that, what else do I want to touch base on? I think that's it. I am so grateful to all of my supporters and followers out there, and just really just building a community of beautiful scoliosis peeps, spinal fusion baddies, and just advocating for scoliosis. That is huge for me. It's become a big passion of mine. I want to find better ways to advocate. I want to create more fun, engaging content, and also just give myself some grace and patience because I am in a brand new job and I'm also still trying to learn content creation and like building this brand. So, but I appreciate the patience. I appreciate the support, and I'm so excited for season 2. I have quite a few guests lined up already, and it's just such a surreal, exciting fucking feeling when what you're doing is reaching people, and it's a beautiful thing. So with that said, my beautiful people, I am going to go get ready for work, and happy Wednesday. This will air tomorrow on Thursday. I've decided to switch my days. I think just Thursdays later in the week. It gives me a little time over the weekend to record, get my life together, and learn editing and all that. So every Thursdays, these will drop. I will always let you know if there's a malfunction or they can't drop because, like I said, learning process. But every Thursday is the goal for this year. So, and if you know anybody or you yourself listening has scoliosis and you want to be on the Twisted Wanderer podcast, you can always reach out to me, twistedwanderer418@gmail.com. Or if you just have any questions, twistedwanderer418@gmail.com. And then my Instagram is _Twisted_Wanderer. And again, on TikTok, you can find me _Twisted_Wanderer. I think I just made a Twitter. That's under like, you could probably find me on the Twisted Wanderer. I think it's TTWJMR on Twitter, or X now as it's called. And yeah, so please go give me a follow. And yes, go to the YouTube channel. Sorry, I forgot I made one. Go to the YouTube channel, The Twisted Wanderer. That is where this podcast will drop, as well as Spotify. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Thanks for just having a life update with me. I am so excited for the rest of the season. I'll see you guys in episode 3.